Hi everyone, a very quick settings video here, and first up you can actually bind your leaf dungeon key. You will have to go to your options in the controls menu and then you will find your middle emote wheel and are going to find the input where your leaf dungeon key is located. In this case it is in the middle emote wheel and on input 8. Then click on input 8 and bind the key that you want to keybind to leaf dungeon. Now when we check the emote wheel again, you will see that leaf dungeon has been assigned to a hotkey. You can and should highlight your player in a very distinguishable color. For this you will hit escape and go to your gameplay. Scroll down to the very bottom where you can find a display player highlight. Just below that, the checkbox, you can see that you can choose the player highlight color. I have chosen a very bright pink, but you can also use every other color out there. So for example, white would look like this on the screen right here. As you can see, it's not really that great to see because a lot of other stuff is also white. So I have chosen pink. There are really no limitations to this, and I think it might actually be feasible at some point to adjust the player highlights depending on which zone you are currently in. You can also permanently enable the item tooltips on the ground. You do that by going into gameplay and then scrolling down to item label display. This is usually set to push to show for 10 seconds. We are going to change this to push to toggle on off. And then we go into controls and go to the show item labels keybind. You can see that it is on alt right here. So in game you would hit your alt once, and after checking if they are enabled or disabled, you go back to controls and show item labels, and then you are going to unbind the key so you can never accidentally toggle off this option. What I also really like to do is put the monster health bar options to always on. You can find that option in gameplay almost at the very bottom. If you are binding force move to your mouse wheel, either mouse wheel click or the scroll of your mouse wheel, disabling the zoom on mouse wheel here in controls is very important as well to be able to use your zoom scroll as a force move command, and when you are using mouse wheel click as a force move command, it's also nice to disable zoom on mouse wheel so you don't accidentally zoom in and out during fights. You probably already enabled the advanced tooltip compare and advanced tooltip information, but I can't leave this out as some people might not have it. When you enable this, you will see properties gained and lost on different items in your inventory compared to the one that you currently have equipped. If you are spamming your buttons even before they come off cooldown just to min-max and instantly activate them when they come off cooldown, I suggest you also disable player audio on error here in sound on the very bottom.